What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I know you cool and you want to be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you have to say that since you've been doing this YouTube thing, there has been a lot of women interested in you. Am I right? Yeah, yeah. And it's because of you. Well, my thing is I have nothing to do with it. I don't even understand why they want you. I don't even understand why Nate wanted you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well. As you can read from the title of my video, this is a response to Blove having an interview with her brother Walt. And so I made a previous video a little bit about what I thought about um, the video, their video, and now this is part two. Remember, I told you I was going to give you 3 parts. So here is my part two. And this part is basically when B Love responded to my take on when B Love responded to Walt by saying that she doesn't understand why these women like you. Why are these women in her DMs, emails, on the street, wherever, asking her about her brother Walt? And why he's even had the opportunity, now this is me adding this part on, had the opportunity to even in the last, since December, few months, even date these women. What do these women see in you? Well, and Walt basically said, you, right? So a lot of his attention, he even recognizes that a lot of the attention that he is getting is because of his affiliation and relationship to his sister. So let's dig a little deeper into that. So Walt has made a decision that he was going to return to his previous relationship, Cindy, and he did that from where we can see pretty much abruptly he did that. He was living with Nisha. Few days later, he was missing from YouTube. Then he pops up and he's back in Memphis. So, what does that mean as far as a clinician? If these two were my real clients, what would be my treatment suggestion for Cynthia and for Walt? Um, First, I would say, really my concern would be with how they would have a successful relationship, how to get to a successful relationship. And the question would be to Sin City, um, what were the reasons that you put him out in the first place? And I think if I recall from your video, you said he was a bum. You said all he wanted to do was watch, like play video games and talk on the phone. So he was spending a lot of time talking on the phone. And from what we can piece together now, we know that some of those phone calls and time spent, excuse me, on the phone was with Nisha. and possibly other women. So my question to Cindy is, how have you now moved toward trusting him? Because Walt has already shown you that he cannot be trusted, right? That not only can he not be trusted, but I made mention in another video that men like Walt are usually in these relationships and they're already planning their exit and their next relationship, right? I need my pointer. They already planning their next relationship. So what happens is a Walt begins to detect that the woman that they're shacking up with is getting tired of their ass. So Walt, and Bethany said in her video that Walt does not communicate very well. And so instead of Walt being able to communicate his needs, his wants, his frustrations, Walt will just make a plan to exit the relationship. And that is what he did with Cindy, and that is what he did recently with Nisha. He decided, that's not where I want to be. You know, puppy getting on his nerves. He don't feel, whatever Nisha did. Nisha don't even know what she did to Walt to make him feel like he was ready to leave. He said in the video with his sister, I knew I had to leave there. Like, no real attachment, feeling, anything to that situation with Nisha. He just had to leave. So what did he do? A couple of weeks ago or whenever, he started picking up that phone to Cindy. He started having conversations with Cindy. He was already planning while living with Nisha to go back with Cindy. This is what Walt's do. So Cindy, how is this going to be different the second time around? I think you're going to be like a lot of other women, and you are going to try to fit into his lifestyle. You're going to just try to, make peace by just getting along. So we know Walt is stuck in the 90s. He said it himself. I think that Walt has PTSD from when he was shot 18, 19, 20 times. And that happened, I believe, in the 90s. And I believe mentally, Walt got stuck right in that time frame. So if he got shot in the 90s, he's stuck in the 90s. We call that arrested development in psychology. He is cognitively and mentally stuck in the 90s. And that is the way he behaves. He still lives his life like a 17, 18-year-old young man. And Cindy, you are in your 50s. You've raised your kids. You got grandkids. And now you have a child, son, boyfriend. Because that's what you got. He's coming right back to your house. He's going to continue to play video games. He's going to continue to smoke his weed. He's going to continue to drink his Henny. Hell, he drank Henny and chased it with some bottled water when he was on the video with his sister. He couldn't even do that sober. And then the next video he did at your house, he was drinking and all over again. You are not getting a grown man in this relationship. And for that, ma'am, you are wasting your time. I don't believe that he has the mental ability to be in a committed, long-lasting relationship. And Cindy, it sounds like I know that's what you want, but that's not what you're going to get with Walt. You're just not. He's stuck in the 90s. Hell, he got you out here buying Fresh Prince of Bel-Air clothes and shirts and shoes. So now you're just trying to appease his way of thinking and his lifestyle. Don't do this. Don't do this for YouTube. Don't put yourself in a relationship because you want to prove to another woman that you can get your man back. Hell, anybody can do that. And sometimes as women, we do that just to show the other woman, yeah, I can get him back. Now that I got him back, you can have him back. And that can go ping pong, back and forth. Walk with it. He'll do a ping pong with you. No, absolutely not. Okay, wait a minute now, y'all. I need a sip of my tea. I couldn't find nothing but this Christmas mug. A mess. All right, so here is my treatment plan. Walt, now, I tried the group home, you wouldn't stay. I've done therapy with you over these YouTube streets, you don't listen. So now I'm going to go to something that a lot of people don't believe in, but it works for some people. I'm going to send you to a hypnosis. I'm going to have you hypnotized. Yes, we still use hypnosis in psychology. I don't personally do it. I'm not a trained hypnosis, but I've seen it done and I believe in it. So I am sending you to a hypnosis. And what I want the hypnosis to do is to follow the ball. And then I want the hypnosis to take you mentally out of the 90s and bring you here into the 2000s. You're going to follow, and then you're going to, and the hypnosis is going to be like, you're not Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You are not in the 90s. You're not Run DMC. We are in the 2000s now. Come to the 2000s, Walter. Come to the and I'm paying for this. I'm going to pay for 5 sessions. And they're expensive, about $200 a session. But I got you. I'm going to spend my whole stimulus check on you. I'm going to spend my stimmy on you. I want you to go to 5 sessions of hypnosis. 5 sessions. Cindy, your treatment plan is going to be, girl, your treatment plan is going to be to drive Walt to his hypnosis appointments. Take Walt to hypnosis. He's got 5 sessions. Take them and be blessed. That's it. All right, this was part 2. I'll see you again for part 3. I'm laying in the cut. I'm watching the videos, seeing what's going on with them. And then I should be able to come up with part 3, especially because Walt needs to go to his hypnosis. We'll see what happens after his hypnosis appointments. That's it. That's all. Okay, everyone, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.